Alright, timestamp. It is December 9th, 2025. It is almost 6 p.m. My girl just texted me, let me know she got home safe. A lot of sit around and wait today again. We finally got everything into the attorney and or the court at 1 p.m. or so. So we're a couple of business days late, needlessly. Just annoying. Yeah, I'm already not a big fan of bureaucracy anyway. But then when bureaucracy fails and, people get in trouble for silliness. Not that I'm in trouble. I'm hoping I'm not. I'm still not AI. Sorry. Taking a trip to the burn barrel while walking the dogs. Got home probably a little bit before 5. My girl headed out. Had Alex, our 23-year-old, 24-year-old, he's a 24-year-old, in tow. So there were medical things in the morning. It's so weird because time feels like it's moving rapidly, and then again it also feels like it's standing still with everything else that's going on. But May across the lake there. Not my monkey. Yeah, found a huge stack of Volkswagen related emails between my dad and somebody that was buying parts from him back in like 2005. Huge stack of printouts of the emails. Paged through it just to make sure there wasn't any important information in there. The humorous and the "are you really serious" part of this was, it was the same string of emails, big old stack, like half an inch stack, but it was the same emails over and over. It's like in triplicate or quadruplicate. It's like, I don't even know that you needed to print this out once, much less 4 times. What are you doing? And of course, okay, Tanner's doing something that shouldn't be filmed. And burying it. He's such a good cat dog. It's so weird. Does this like litter box shuffle thing? I don't know. Is it a Chihuahua thing? I don't know. Hey Acorn, quit intimidating him. Yeah, that's not cool. No bullies in this house. You're bigger, but he was here first. You're on his land. It's like white people who get mad at brown people for coming over here and stealing their land and jobs, which, yeah, that's not happening. I've got some friends who are Blackfoot who have something to say about that. Come on. Really? They're invading your... Oh, that's rough. Tell me about it. I have a different perspective than some, Oh. Okay, Scrappy. Yikes, that's almost a finger. Plows into the trash can. Circus dog, you want it? Okay. There you go. Nope. Definitely don't drop that. I know a guy. Gotta run interference. You stay over here, sir. You stay over here. Don't even think about it. I will beat your butt. How are you? Not sure what you are. I got a couple packages today. One of them I know what it was. It was a Monster High thing for my girl. That's disgusting. She already opened it and oohed and awed and squeed and all that. It was came with a Draculaura that she already had, but I knew that. The main reason I got the lot, the price was really good on it. But it was they do a lot. I've learned a lot about dolls in helping her pursue her habit here. It's the Monster High stuff. Most of it is like if Elvira designed Barbie dolls. It just kind of has that, almost vibe to it. A lot of puns, a lot of, like they have a plant doll. She's green. Her name is Venus McFlytrap. Yeah, not making this up. And it's cool, but whatever. So, in, I guess, one of the cartoons or one of the animated adventures, the girls went on, vacation to France, So they went to a place called Scaris. Play on the word Paris, And they have a Scaris Cafe. It's comes with a bistro cart, and a little dessert cart, and a table with an umbrella. A lot of little parts to it. And she was missing a few parts from the set, because we've been getting used lots and whatnot. And I managed to get a lot that had a lot of extras, which, and this, I knew this from doing action figures, if you get extra med kits or extra, and you've seen me open stuff from the Aliens, the NECA alien stuff. Oh no, extra pew-pews, not that, that's not a hardship. But it had a lot of extra pie wedges and cupcakes and stuff like that. But it had there's a cupcake that is basically shaped like a bat. It's basically a dark brown cupcake with bat wings that come off it. And that's one of those little pieces, those really easy to lose pieces that she didn't have, and this set had that. So, and there were a couple other things too, but that was one of the things that she mentioned. And she's like, I don't have the bat cupcake. She does now. As well as some extra teacups and things like that. There's a lot of stuff that comes in a little set. I've seen it in box, and I'm Palisades, NECA level of props and accessories that come with their figures and dolls and stuff. I'm impressed by that. And it's pretty well thought out, and the dad joke name thing that they got going on, being a fan of puns, I dig it. I dig it. Yeah. There's one, she's very obsessed with Ghoulia. Yes. She's a zombie. Appearance-wise, I think Spectre of Vondergeist is actually pretty cool, which I'm pretty sure German translation would be Amazing Ghost. Wonder is wonder, and Geist, of course, ghost, phantom, Vondergeist. But she's kind of almost a blueberry blue, but then parts of her are translucent too. She's part blue, part ghosty effect, doll-wise. Pretty cool looking. Just, the Mr. Megorium in me is that's a spectacular looking doll, Wow, the thought that went into that. Very clever. Still not AI. That's all me, man. But, so she got that, and again, it had a Draculaura that she already had, and she started kicking me back some of the dolls that are triples and duplicates and whatnot, because I've gotten her some big lots, 15 dolls, and she's I need these 8, but I don't need these 7. So she started kicking those back to me, and I'm going to be posting them on eBay, which will help feed her habit because it puts more money back into the pool where I can buy another lot of 15, and she pulls out the 3 that she needs, and that when I sell the other 12, you get how this works. But yeah, she got here probably about 10 a.m. I had just finished remaking, because I had to sign some stuff on this form, this PDF format, and I don't have the software in my computer to be able to break it out or sign the actual PDF. I can't alter it. It's like a read-only. So, printed it, hand-signed it, and then rescanned it in on my new printer, which is working out great. I'm so glad I did that because I would be so hosed otherwise. But rescanned it in and created a new PDF with the stuff that was needed to be signed. So I sent her back that new created PDF. And after 2 hours of she like emails me once an hour. I think maybe she checks her email once an hour, that explains why that's when I get an answer. You know, I send in a question at noon, I get an answer at 1. Then I re-ask a different question, and then I get an answer at 2. And then she sends me a question at 3. I answer her immediately, and I get a thank you response at 4. That's kind of how it works. Like, you check every hour, I think. Which is why we're having such a slow motion conversation for something that could be really simple if you just picked up the damn phone. My thoughts, anyway. We could have had this ironed out Friday afternoon instead of, Tuesday afternoon. So, that part's done. I have to put together an emergency, they call it a disaster plan. Which isn't really a disaster plan exactly. It's kind of a, how do we identify your dad? Hair color, eye color, weight, scars, what medications is the person on, that kind of stuff. And on an interesting note, the psych doctor from the facility that he's at called me. Like, I was pumping gas. We were on our way home, stopped for gas, and I was pumping gas, and she called to let me know that he's doing better. What do you kids call it? 6-7? 700. In that the hallucinations are down to nil, and or the paranoia has gone down, and or he's sleeping better. He's actually sleeping and not pacing the halls at 3 in the morning, making everyone else crazier. But his memory is deteriorating more rapidly. That's not because of the medication he's on, it's because that's one of the wonderful things that dementia does to you. You never really climb back up the hill. Medications can slow down the descent, and then sometimes random things can make you accelerate down the hill a little bit, but you can never go back up. You know what I mean? That wherever you are on the hill after sliding down, that becomes the new bench. And you can slide down some more, that becomes the new bench. There's no ascending. But she was running me through some of the different things that are going on with him. Can't stop it. It sucks. It really sucks. Yeah. Coming to grab you now. It's just weird because I could see like part of my hand approaching, and it's like, oh, you're right under my stool, dude. That Monty Python in my head, or a variation now. Step on my face. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Woke up. 8 o'clock-ish a.m. My Walmart order had just arrived. It had been outside for about 7 minutes. So I had a gallon of milk. I still have a gallon of milk because it's actually chilly-ish for Florida. It's like 50s, 60s, so it'd be like leaving it on the counter for 10 minutes. It's okay. But dragged the Walmart order in here and slept, you know. I had gotten like 3 hours sleep, woke up, putzed around for about half an hour to an hour, and it was like 1 in the morning, and I'm like, no, I'm not starting my day today at 1 in the morning. I need to be conscious for lawyer time. So I went back down and I slept hard for like 7 hours. So all total, I probably got like 9 hours sleep, which for me, that's pretty good. It's normally 4, 5, maybe 6. I don't know. Oh, we're having Entenmann's vanilla. I wanted something vanilla, but I didn't necessarily want to hit my Kauai vanilla macadamia. So, like, ooh, yeah, I got this. Alex picked up because, okay, he's autistic, but he's high functioning. So he's not Rain Man. He can communicate. There's just a real social disconnect and social awkwardness. Good kid. Has a hard time getting motivated because there's a lot of spinning and ADHD kind of stuff that goes along with it. But he said to me, can I get some coffee? And I'm like, yeah, kiddo, I got a pot over there. And he's like, is there any that I can take home? I'm running low on stuff. It's like, I have some stockpile. What are you looking for? And he's like, is there any that has caramel? And I said, well, I got some extra of the Harry and David. I got the milk chocolate peanut butter and the milk chocolate caramel. You want a bag of each? And he was like, ooh, yeah, that would be good. That would be good. I'm like, okay, you got it. Never be afraid to ask me. You're okay. I got you. So, hooked him up with a bag of each of that because Walmart had the 6-packs. $52, something like that. And I haven't checked it lately. I may need to re-up if he's digging the caramel. I may need to re-up and order another 6-pack of that. Hopefully it hasn't gone up too much, but the economics right now are stupid. And I know that, but that makes it probably $7 and change per bag, which for a really good coffee, okay. That's really about what you're going to pay for one of the generic ones right now. I tagged at Aldi, I think the house brands there, which are quite good, by the way. I'm going to say they were like $6.80, $6.90, something like that. I've gotten their regular, their French vanilla, their hazelnut. I'm not as big a hazelnut fan. My kid does love it, but for a house brand coffee, pretty good. Because I've gotten some store brands before, and I'll drink it until it's gone. I'm not going to waste it, but ooh, I have regret, you know. It's just a thing. It is just a thing. I don't think I got that yet. Exactly. I don't think I did. Sadness. It's probably on the way. I've got in a couple of things for my girl, which she saw the one, she hasn't seen the other. Raha. And I got in some Looney Tunes mugs, which I haven't opened those yet. I'll open those later. It's a big old box. I don't want to bore you with that. I'll show you as I use them. Hopefully none are broken. Because there should be like 7 or 8 mugs in there. They look pretty cool. But I thought I had a couple of dialects coming in today. And if perhaps they're coming through FedEx or something like that. Ooh, there you are. Hold on. Scrolling through the email. Your order is out for delivery today. That's nice. Oh, I bet it is. Because I think that's one of the overseas vendors. Show me. Where were you coming from? You were coming from China. I don't know how to pronounce it. Dongzhong at Guangdong. I haven't spoken Chinese in like 6 lifetimes. But yeah, apparently the stuff from China, I'm in Florida. It comes into port in New Jersey, and then goes to Miami, and then gets here, which I guess kind of makes sense. Miami's a major like postal hub and whatnot, so it goes over me to get to me. Because I want to say the next nearest would be on that level, I think, is Atlanta. Yeah. And half the time that I hear or say the word Atlanta, I have Independence Day flashbacks. Why did I send my mother to Atlanta? David. Screw my lawyer. So yeah, but it says out for delivery, but it's probably doing a speed pack. It's probably FedEx. Could be DHL though. I don't know. It's not here yet though. Sadness. But yeah, it's two of the classic Chase, the blue with the white stripe, or the yellow stripes. Love the look of those things. It's supposed to be two of those. And I actually got them for, like, order total wise, I got them for like $24 each. Which, for a good dialect, that's really good. Because normally they're going to cost you at least $30. At least $30. So, happy they're not here yet, though. Sadness. Definitely dealing with the lawyer and everything. I was feeling some Wile E. Coyote today. Yeah, it's good stuff. But, now that I've got everything squared with the lawyer, what a pain in the ass. I can shift my focus back to dealing with this and getting Janus free, which is good. And anything that I sent the lawyer, I'm going to put in my file box, because now I know that that is important paperwork that somebody somewhere down the road might want to see. Because I'm learning what's important and what's not to these people, you know, the government people, the bureaucracy. Because there's some stuff that I look at and I'm like, this is really important. And I mention it to my lawyer and they go, yeah, we don't care. It's like, okay, I thought maybe that would be a thing. And then there's other random things that they're like, oh, do you have this? And it's like, I probably do. You want to see that? Really? Okay. I'll get it for you, you know. But I never know what questions they're going to ask, because it's the first time I've become my father's father. It's so weird. Necessary weirdness, but really weird. I don't know. But yeah. Now that that's done, I can actually get back to trying to... I've spent 12, 14, 16 hours waiting for emails, not wanting to do other things, because the second I do it, that email that I'm waiting for is going to come in, and if I don't respond right away, it's going to push me back another hour. This is great. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. But yeah, we did a Dollar Tree run today. And because this guy, I'm pointing to Janus, still in that crate, trying to get him out, I want to make sure the dining room and the kitchen are debris free before I let the three-legged cat run around, just to try and make sure that he has a safe place, if that makes sense. I think it makes sense. But he keeps stealing Scrappy's crinkly toys through the crate door. He'll like reach his arm out, grab it, and like pull it into the crate, and then play with it, sleep on it. So I know that he likes crinkle toys. So I did get these guys while we were at the Dollar Tree. I got a couple other ones too, but these are the first ones that are going to be in circulation. His ear just twitched. I think he'll like these. So these are going to be somewhere probably around the dining room, kitchen, because I have no doubt that once he is a free maniac, he will be like, woohoo, look at this. Never had a three-legged cat before. It's a first. He's going to thrive. I'm not giving up on you. Been a lot of cats over the years that I wasn't able to save. You know, circumstance or what have you. Glad I could save this guy. And he and Hex are getting along pretty well. I mean, through the crate, through the, you know, the grate on the crate. But they've been like having playful swat fights and like laying back to back against the crate with each other and whatnot. So I think he and Hex are going to be buddies, which is cool because Hex is very much my cat. So you're the new +1, but welcome aboard. Yeah. I have a screaming headache from the Chihuahua barking over the past half hour though. Because he wanted to go out, but I'm trying to get some things wrapped up before I, you know, take them on their nature walk, and just every 5 or 7 seconds, yep. And I have done the whole open the door and let both dogs out, and they stand by the door barking at me from outside because they need supervision. Abandonment issues. It's kind of annoying. It's like you're not doing anything that you should be doing right now because you're waiting for me, and the barking continues. It's just muffled now. Okay. You know, I want my dog, and or if Tanner is now my dog, I want them to like me, respect me, obey me, all that, but just that little smidge of independence would be pretty damn cool. No? Just gonna stand by the door and bark until I come outside too? Okay. So, that. You're killing me, Smalls. That was just for you, Foxy. Because you've reintroduced that into my lexicon, damn it. Almost done with the dining room though, and I did kind of have to do like full stop to make sure that I got the stuff to the lawyers because I didn't want it to be like a week and a half late. I still don't know how they're going to be, you know, with 2 days late. If I'm going to get a sternly worded letter, or if it's going to be, you know, you will be whipped in the town square. I don't know how this works. From everything I read, they don't jump immediately to removal, which is good, because my main fear is, number one, I don't want anybody taking advantage of my dad. Number two, I don't want anybody else messing around on this estate, because one answer is just to dump everything, which is stupid, because there's treasure in with the trash, and that's not what my mom wanted. I'm trying to follow my mom's orders here, posthumously, but additional, I am trying to set this place up so that my family can move here. That was even a plan that I talked with my mom about. This is a year ago. My mom was like, okay. My mom, triple Capricorn, very practical when she's in her right mind. I'm Capricorn, Taurus, so, you know, this apple's not far from the tree. You know, she's like, okay, I have died. Dad has either died or is in a home. What's your plan? I'm like, you want to go here? She's like, what is your plan? I want to know that you're thinking this through, that you're thinking practically. I said, all right. She's like, have you thought it through? I'm like, yep. She's like, okay, good. Spill. I'm like, okay. I move into your place probably by myself, at least initially. Start trying to clean it out because let's face it, in this scenario, I'm imagining it's going to be terrifying. She's like, your father and I are working on it. I'm like, you're not going to get it done. You're not going to get it done. You're spending half of your life in the hospital, and he can't find his drill. You're going to leave me with a mess. I already know that. We've talked about this. And she's like, okay, go on. I'm like, so I'm going to camp at your place and start trying to find the floors again, because I'm sure they're under there, and get it ready, get my family over there, piece by piece if necessary, start doing garage sales, start trying to liquidate to create fundage and whatnot. She's like, don't sell anything of mine until after I'm dead. Don't go through my stuff. I'm like, in this scenario, you've died. Dad is either dead also or is in a home. And she's like, you're right, continue. I'm like, so I get the place ready to get everybody there because your house is in better shape than ours. And we've got more space to work with. And she's like, it's true. I'm like, get everybody there, get our house unloaded, and then sell our house to also recoup some cash. And now we have an estate to work from while we go through the debris from both of our households and figure out if we want to stay there or move somewhere else. But it gives us a foundation, only one property to worry about. And there's the revenue because we're selling a lot of stuff. And she's like, you did think this through. I'm like, you asked, and I'm your kid. She's like, you are my kid. Okay. Yeah. Just don't mess with my stuff until after I'm dead. I'm like, is there stuff you're going to be embarrassed about? She's like, just do me that honor, do me that favor. I'm like, I will honor your wishes. And she's like, thank you. Calm down, Mom. Yeah, that conversation happened beginning of 2024. Because it was after she realized that we hadn't taken anything and that it was Dad's brain. And she had just been in the hospital again for like a week or two. That was just a short stay, you know. And she realized, I think at that point, even asking me that, at that point, I think she realized, I'm going to die soon. Exactly. I mean, she made it like a year and a half past that, but I think she was seeing enough of the warning signs. I mean, my wife and I had been seeing it for, you know, a year plus, but I think at that moment she had kind of a little bit of sobriety to where she was like, and I use the term clearness of head, not because she drank, because she didn't. Her first husband was an alcoholic. She didn't go near the stuff. But I think she had that moment of, okay, I can see how this game is going to wrap up. Let me check on one of the other players from my team to make sure that they have a plan to win. Because again, when she was in her clear-headed framework, very practical, when she wasn't gaslighting. Because yeah, she could do that too. Terrible but true story. I'm going to figure out what that other package is, because it's too big to be the two dialects. Way too big, unless they really packed it weird, but they don't normally do that from China. Might be something I ordered on Amazon. I'm not sure. I'm going to do that. I'm going to have, I think, a bagel. Got a couple packs of bagels from Aldi. A blueberry and a maple French toast. Which, I was hoping they had like an apple cranberry. I like egg bagels. That's my favorite. But good fruity ones are a lot of fun too. A good egg bagel with like cream cheese or even just butter on it. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, and I'm gonna get back to work before I fall over from just exhaustion and relief at something being done and off my plate. Yeah. Don't start, please. Please, dear God. Oi. Thank you. Make it a great day.